Well, tuners, we just can't celebrate Black Americans' contributions to film and television without recognizing an award-winning pioneer in filmmaking. She's one of the first African-American women to write, produce, and direct a 35mm feature film, and her TV directing credits include Queen Sugar, the CBS reboot of Dynasty, and A League of Their Own, based on the beloved Penny Marshall film. Please say hello to Ayoka Chenzira.
Ayoka! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Toonie.
Yeah. Hey, Ayoka, before we talk about your amazing career in TV and film, I gotta ask, who are some of your favorite classic cartoon characters?
I would say the first one was Popeye, Mighty Mouse, and Roadrunner.
Wow, eclectic.
That's excellent. Ayoka, you have had a very robust career, but it took a lot of tenacity to get where you are today. So tell us a little bit about your journey of becoming a film director, would you?
My mother loved the movies. And as I tell everybody, she took me to every age inappropriate movie when I was a child. So I grew up with the big screen and a parent who absolutely loved the movies. And so I went to NYU to study filmmaking. At that time, it was very challenging. There were only 4 Black students who were studying film at that time. Quite frankly, no one wanted to work on my films. But what happens is you develop, I would say, a tenacious spirit when you hear no a lot. And so very early in my career, I knew that I was going to have to carve out my own road, and it was going to be as an independent filmmaker.
At some point, you received a call from Ava DuVernay to direct Queen Sugar. That must have been an incredible moment for you. Could you tell us a little about that?
When Ava called and said, "Would you like to direct an episode of Queen Sugar?" I thought yes, although I really didn't know all that it entailed. And all of my friends said, "You are going to absolutely hate television because it's very different than working as an independent filmmaker." And I tell you, Bill and Toonie, I went to New Orleans where Queen Sugar was filmed, and I fell in love instantly when I walked on that set, lifting the work up off the page and problem solving, with your colleagues. So since then, I've steadily been directing television.
That's amazing. You're also credited as being the first female African-American animator. So what does that mean to you to be such a role model for young girls and kids everywhere?
Quite frankly, Bill and Toonie, I don't really think of myself as a role model. I work. That's what I know how to do. I know how to create and work. And in some ways, to be in conversation with communities that haven't always seen themselves represented on the screen or represented in ways that are healthy and inspiring as well as messy and complicated.
Yeah.
That's the difference between you and I is you don't see yourself as a role model, and I see myself as the ultimate role model.
Different strokes for different folks, Toonie.
That's right.
Ayoka, a pleasure to talk to you. Congratulations on all the success you've had thus far. And you're far from done. You've got all kinds of great things ahead, I'm sure. But thank you so much for spending time and chatting with us today.
Thank you, and thanks to the tuners for listening. Thanks for the invitation.
Of course. Hey, tuners, head over to Ayoka's website to learn more about her amazing career.